Okay, Stoney. Okay.
It's not disgusting, but I could see where
No,
you're coming from. If you're
I,
like in an
if
urban
you're,
area where there's a lot of homeless people that would just come in and like
which is all of
shower.
America, yeah.
That's not where I live, so that's why I'm saying I'm open to hearing what you have to say. But like, yeah, I definitely don't want like homeless people showering in the same, like in the sink at Starbucks, for sure.
All right, here's the problem.
You talking about Portland?
We're talking about Poop Lady. Have you heard about Poop Lady?
Are we really though? Are we?
No, I'm serious. Are we talking about University of Oregon Starbucks?
No.
I
have no idea. What I'm talking about, there was a Canadian Tim Hortons that this person, I'm not going to judge her for her, what do you want to call it, her economic happiness, but she didn't seem to have a lot of money. She might have been.
Totally, you're just jumping to conclusions.
She might have been homeless. No, I saw her shoes. They were untied.
Judged.
Nobody walks into a Tim Hortons with their shoelaces completely flapping in the wind, unless you're homeless.
You just learned what Tim Hortons was yesterday, but okay.
Yeah, well, I'm a quick learner, and so she asked to use the restroom. They said, no, you have to be a customer. It's their store policy. You have to be a customer. And she said, you know what? Screw that. Pulled her pants off, leaned up against the wall.
Yeah.
Dropped. And let me just say, for a woman, this deuce was huge. This was gross.
Yeah. It was like she really had been holding for a while.
She really had to go. There's no question.
Was it a deuce or a growler? Sounds like a growler.
It was an upper decker for sure. I mean,
wait, how do you define those?
That's
I Google that right now.
It's a Loch Ness monster, definitely.
Jesus, no, it was not a Loch
Ness monster. It was a Loch Ness monster for sure.
At least 3 segments.
Sounds like what we call breakwater.
Good Lord. But I wasn't surprised by the size. I was surprised with the ease with which she evacuated her bowels.
You got an email that says "poop lady through poop." That's funny.
She just did like a wall
evacuate.
So
you have difficulty in that regard, Jules?
No, I don't. But
sounds like it.
I mean, is that normal? Are you supposed to be able to go lean against a wall and just be like,
no, look,
right on the floor? Like,
she obviously had the head breaking out before she started.
No, this girl, she did everything like a professional outdoor pooper. She got the pants off quickly. She leaned on the wall at the right angle, the right degree. Her back and her knees was a perfect L, and she just took a dump right on the floor. Now here's where I have issue with this. Obviously, she knows how to poop outside. She's a professional at it. That's why that adds to the homeless points, definitely. But not only that, if I pooped on the floor, I would look at it and I would think, there's no way I could pick this up. Like I've already done maximum damage. I just pooped in front of other people in a public place. That's all you need to do. That's done. That is a home run right there.
Yeah.
That's a home run.
But
it wasn't enough. I have to pick it up with my hands, and I need to throw it at the employee that is upholding the standards and virtues of Tim Hortons.
And then she ran over and like smeared her hand like all over the napkin dispenser and shit on the counter.
No, I think she was trying to clean herself, is what I think she was trying to do.
Same effect though. So
was she arrested? Was like
no.
Out.
2 black guys sitting down at a table waiting for a friend got arrested.
And you heard about the other one, right?
Poop lady made it scot-free, no pun intended.
You heard about the other Starbucks one the day before?
I'm drinking Guinness, guys. I just posted a picture of my beer.
Oh, I'm kind of jealous.
Dude,
it's going down.
Get you some Baileys and Jamesons and just do a drop shot right quick and have you an Irish car bomb. I can say that because I'm Irish.
You're very wrong. I don't recommend that.
This has a nice head on it. I like this.
Amazing.
Very messy.
You can hear the little ball inside.
You don't do it right.
Oh shoot! I don't think I shook it enough. Forgot about the ball. Oh well.
What are those, nitro cans?
I have no
What
idea.
is the ball?
There's like a little, I think it's a shaker ball. It's inside the can. It's supposed to.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's that nitrogen thing. It makes
Yeah, I
it
think
like
those are
out of a
nitro
top,
cans.
basically. It gives it like a nice head.
It gives it a nice frothy load on the top. Yeah.
It also
I would go with
it
creamy
spells
head, not
oxygen.
frothy load, but to each his own.
Well, whatever.
Tomato, potato.
So, anyways, I want to finish this thought. My problem is that I don't agree that all of these stores, because I don't know if you saw this on Twitter this morning, but now Starbucks is saying, hey, you don't have to be a customer. If you have to go poop, come to our store. You don't have to buy anything. You could sit in our chairs for as long as you want. This is a bad thing.
No.
This is a real. I'm going to tell you why this is a really bad thing.
It's not.
This is a bad thing because I'm spending $5 on a coffee, and there's going to be poop lady standing or sitting right next to me, reeking of urine.
Okay.
I'm not going to go. Now say I have to go to the bathroom. Now, I'm next. I'm not following poop lady. There's no way.
Well, you're not in the women's bathroom, hopefully.
No, they have the, what do you call it? The multi-gender
unisex bathrooms.
Unisex bathrooms, yes. In fact, usually Starbucks only have one bathroom.
Do you trust the Starbucks employee to sterilize the environment the way
No.
Rafi's been taught to do? Because
No.
that has to happen too. You know what I mean? Every one of those table surfaces has to be treated the same way that a nurse treats, sterilization.
Starbucks is going to go the same route as Walmart. It's going to be where all the dirty people go. And
They're going to undo this, you watch. Just like they did with the last few mistakes they made. This will last a few months best.
Look, I'm just saying.
This is going to be
Oh, never mind.
Poop Man and Poop Lady Heaven. They're all going to be in the Starbucks because I'm going to tell you something. I know about homeless people networks and how quickly they talk. Trust me. I know a little bit about this.
Oh.
They'll
say, that Starbucks on 10th Street, they'll let you use the bathroom.
Homeless networks can communicate as fast as cellular networks. Trust me. I was living out on the streets in the city of Modesto. There was this guy, a guy and a girl actually. They were like, I don't even know if they were married, but they're both homeless, both on drugs. Not the best people in the world. And one, the wife or whoever she was on one side of town, about 15, maybe 20 miles away, and this guy was on the other side of town. And he told this network of homeless people, vagrants, streetwalkers, dumpster divers, can collectors, everybody. The recycling network, because homeless people use bikes. I don't know if you guys know this, but homeless does not mean they're not ingenious in their own ways. They're really, really smart people, and they can get around. They can travel. There are hidden bike trails. Trust me, I want to do a whole documentary on how homeless people live. It's kind of cool. Tent City, you name it. Sacramento's got all this stuff too. Well, within 20 minutes, a message that he had to get to her got to her with no phone. No phone at all. Just people yelling, bird calling, everything. Just like, hey, your old lady's looking for you. I'll be over on Hatch and 3rd. All right. Guy riding a bike. Literally, I'm not even joking. I wish I was.
It sounds exaggerated to me, to be honest.
It is not.
I'm going to go with it because it's so romantic. I love the idea of this. So I'm down.
The bottom line is, can you imagine if everybody's bird calling, hey, Starbucks, free showers, free poop on the floor, they don't care. do whatever you want at Starbucks. What do you think is going to happen to Starbucks stock?
Right. Yeah. Terrible.
See,
I had a whole argument, but you just obliterated my argument, so I'm just not gonna say it.
I'm just saying, don't underestimate.
Right, though.
Don't underestimate the power of homeless people and crazy people and anybody who's willing to.
Free bathroom, because a bathroom is like a hard thing in the city.
No,
right?
there's actually a really bad thing that's happening. In fact, it keeps popping up on the news. Stoney, maybe this happens a lot in Portland too, but there is a problem with human feces in cities.
Yeah.
It's becoming so bad that, in fact, a couple of years ago, hepatitis C made a return,
What specifically though?
The Mission District of San Francisco has an open TB warning that started 10 years ago.
What does that mean?
Tuberculosis.
They warn you in the Mission District in San Francisco that you have to watch out. Carry sanitizer, that kind of thing.
So the problem is, that because we are so liberal now as a society, and San Francisco is one of the most liberal, one of the most liberal cities in the world, that we literally greet people that are pooping on the sidewalk, and we tell them, "Have a great day, sir. You are
you serious?
You are loved." And we give them a thumbs up.
You go and you find people that are pooping, and you give them like a little welcome bag with like TP and like hand sanitizer and like cookies.
I mean, I don't, but I mean, Google.
How do you welcome them exactly?
Google possibly is. I don't know. I can't confirm this, but
I'm just wondering how specifically.
I'm not saying that you welcome them like you go out looking for them like Crocodile Hunter. What I'm saying is that you will come across it, and it is shame on you for you to say, "Bad person, you're pooping on the sidewalk." You can't do that. People will shame you. They'll be like, "Leave the guy alone. He's got to use the bathroom." And
all right. So if you were walking down the street and there was a dude who was like shitting in the storm drain, for example, and you went up to him and you were like, "Please don't do that. It's disgusting." And also like, our water supply, that's disgusting.
Yeah, he's poisoning my children.
Someone would run up to you and say, "Don't you dare shame him for pooping in public."
Yeah, exactly.
What kind of crazy place do you live in?
California.
Oh my God.
I mean, I would probably knock him over. Crazy. If I could get away with it, I would knock him over and make sure he understood that I was displeased with him pooping in the storm drain. I have to say,
though, at the same time, I've lived in New York in the East Village, and I used to walk home every day, and there's this, like, drunk Russian that was, like, pissing in the gutter, like, 8 times out of 10, and he would swear at me in Russian, and I just sort of, blew it off, so, sometimes you just sort of expect.
All right, let me ask you something. So, Poop Lady, the Tim Hortons, she throws her poop with great accuracy, I might add. With great accuracy. She throws it toward the direction of the employee. Now, the news article never said if the employee got hit, but trust me, if he got hit, give that guy $10,000 for just putting up with that, because that's like hazardous material. There's all kinds of problems that could show up in that guy's life in the future. But
I wonder if anyone. Oh, sorry.
But seriously, if that poop, human poop, if it touched any one of those coffee machines that are behind that counter,
throw them out.
Would you get coffee there? Would you drink coffee there because you want to be supportive of, Poop Lady?
Shut down the whole thing, steam clean, replace all the coffee machines.
I wanted.
Ice and the cups are dangerous too because they're never heated.
I would have that entire counter smelted back to raw ore. Start over.
By the way, just looked it up for you, Rig. As of this year, it is legal to defecate and urinate on the street in Denver, Colorado, by city ordinance.
What?
You know what? I'm telling you.
I'm reading the news right now. It is now legal to defecate and urinate on the Denver sidewalks.
In Manhattan, what is this?
Do you guys
going to start throwing like poop out their windows?
Look, you guys know about Paris, right? I mean, like in the 1800s, Paris.
Oh yeah.
Paris was one of the dirtiest cities known to man.
Well,
at the time.
Manhattan.
But that was from burying their dead above ground. That's why they buried them all in those catacombs now. You can go tour.
What I'm saying is,
that's the way I understood it.
Here's the problem. These people that don't have jobs and they don't have, I can't find it in my heart to knock somebody for being homeless, because who knows? Maybe someday I'll be homeless, and maybe it'll be legitimately because I can't no longer work, and you're just down on your luck. You're living in your car. That happens. So I'm not upset that there's a person or many people that are out there that need basic facilities. I get that. But it's not working, though, because they don't respect it.
Well,
San Francisco has these outrageously beautiful outdoor restrooms. You put a quarter in the machine, or 50 cents, whatever it is. I never used one. But they're basically like a soup kitchen, if you know what I mean. I mean, these are not used for bathrooms.
Okay.
These are places for homeless people to have a motel for the night.
All right.
And they don't care what they do. They don't care about fluids. They don't care what they're rolling around in.
But there are very specific things that can really help the homeless, and I think it's been shown and proven again and again that if you give people a little bit of a step up, like a little bit of a help, they really will take advantage of it, 8 times out of 10.
So,
and I'm not saying I'm all for food stamps or welfare, but little charities that give women who are homeless clothing to go interview for jobs in.
I have one answer. I have one answer, and I wish that I was a governor, because this would be the fix. I would ban all homeless people from cities. First of all, that's where I would start. You would be kicked to the outskirts of town, but I'm not gonna leave them hanging. They get free access to all the national parks. They can set up cabins. They can poop in the woods.
Oh my God!
That is such a bad idea.
No, I'm serious.
This is the worst fucking idea
ever. We will provide them with bows and arrows. They can hunt.
You're running a Hunger Games in Yellowstone, is what you're saying.
Now that I'd be down for.
You make it sound bad. You make it sound really negative.
You're gonna broadcast it, right? This is on TV, of course. I mean,
no.
Right?
Well,
Rick's next podcast.
No, I mean, for sure.
Monument Valley.
for sure. Well, you know those hunter cams that you strap them to the trees. Oh, yeah. I mean, you can keep track of homeless people in the woods. It's not like we're going to lose them. We could tag them behind the ear.
Now you're going to tag homeless people?
Why not?
Wow.
Why not?
Look,
I'm under surveillance.
Rig is one step from trains and camps right now. I'm just saying, one step from trains.
Yeah, no. Let him play this out. Let's hear where he's going with this.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So I would say that there's probably about 2,000 to 5,000 homeless people in the city range of Sacramento. All right, so we have 2,000 to 5,000 people. Now that's not just like one guy running around in the woods. That's a little encampment. That's a little town. You can call it whatever you want. Vagrant village. I mean, you can come up with your own names. The names can be clever. But what I would definitely do is allow them to have land. They could build kind of like Survivor. That's exactly what I want. I want Survivor. Homeless Survivor. They get tarps, they get fishing line, hooks. I mean, everything that I wish I had if I was homeless. A can opener.
You should make them choose. You should give them a list of 100 items, and they can only choose 20 items.
Sure, you can make a game out of it. You could even reward them. You know, they could get. But look, they each get a hunter shovel. I don't know if you've seen those specialized shovels that they're almost like weapons. It's a little tiny little shovel, and it's got kind of like a serrated side. But they could get the best tools. We have military surplus of a lot of this stuff that came back from Iraq. We could give it to them. They can dig holes. They can poop in the ground. And guess what? No tuberculosis in the cities. No hepatitis C in my city.
Coliform and coli. There's a whole list.
There's no.
What if they start pooping in the streams that feed the watershed that supplies the water supply for the city?
Well, first of all, rivers and streams in California are already toast. Don't
drink from them.
All of the what do you call it? Like the industrial
you generate water with magic.
Industry has already ruined water in California.
Okay.
You can't. When you have like there's more froth on the top of the rivers than there is in my beer right now.
Where do you get your water from then?
It's bottled. You got to get it.
Where? Bottled where?
Well, I use the reverse osmosis machine. I didn't want to sound snobby, but
cool. That's so West Coast of you.
It's good. It's good water. I recommend it. But if I'm going to drink out of a water bottle, I get my stuff at Costco.